That's right. Welcome to F1 P1 Life. I'm your host, Sean Kilburn, and I created this channel, of course, to talk and discuss more about F1, and so that you would all have another platform, another outlet to talk and discuss F1. So let's get into it. All right, so quick background on myself. I do have another YouTube channel, SK Lifestyle. Be sure to check out that channel. Subscribe to that channel as well. I am a young guy who loves motorsports. I'm definitely an F1 fan, and I've been wanting to make a channel about this for a while now. So I'm gonna try to post pretty frequently, especially on this 2022 season. Obviously, we all know the controversy about last year, and I'm sure in other videos I will be getting into that much more, as well as what's coming for the future and how things are panning out. But for now, we're here to talk about the 2022 F1 liveries and design. So with that said, let's get to it. All right, so we were all greeted with this brand new platform last year on what it was gonna look like. So we kind of had a concept. It looked pretty cool, right? I think so. But what was the real cars gonna look like? Starting off with Red Bull, I'm gonna kind of go at the beginning of the pack and then the end of the pack, mix it up. Red Bull, I think, looks really good from a design perspective. But as far as the livery, it's not really anything radical whatsoever. It's a little bit better than before, but not much difference. I really like the design though. The wing looks really aggressive. I like the floor panels. I think they're, UE is definitely doing some work there. We all know that for sure. Side profile looks good. I really wish they switched it up. Of course, last year's Honda special livery for Japan, or was supposed to be, was awesome. I wish they went something like that this year, but of course they're gonna stick with traditional Red Bull for sponsoring and so forth, for brand recognition. But as far as what do I think about Red Bull, 7 on the livery, 7.5 on the look, and an overall 7.25 score. I think that, that's not bad at all. And I'm definitely a Lewis Hamilton fan, but I like Red Bull. I'm not a Max Verstappen hater. But as we go into Mercedes, I think Mercedes nailed it really well. We all got those kind of Instagram posts of the silver paint, the black paint, and yes, they brought back some of that silver arrow heritage, and I am definitely a fan of it. They did a really good look with the Patronus teal blue kind of swerving through the middle. Now, again, I really like the wing design. A lot of the wings look pretty good this year. I really like that. Side profile is great, really aggressive. I think the Patronus really stands out. I like the red detail in it. Just everything kind of really aggressive. And the crazy thing is the differences between some of these cars. Like, their halo is a lot more stretched out, I think. But we'll look at that a little bit later. I like the wing design. I think overall, Mercedes did an excellent job with this look. All right, so where does Mercedes stack up? Well, we have an 8.5 for the livery, an 8.5 for the look, and 8.5 overall. Now, of course, these are my opinions. So, some of that comes into play. A little bit of bias, I'm sure. The Haas, I think... Now, there's all this issues with Ukraine, so I definitely back them with getting rid of Uralkali right now. But obviously, I don't think they did too bad with the red, blue, and white, although it is kind of Russia aggressive more than like American looking. But the design, I really like the gills that they have going on. I think the side profile, obviously some of that added advantage they had from not doing much last year went into this year. The wing is pretty basic, but I'm kind of optimistic on how they are. But as far as the look, it's not bad at all. I give the livery a 5. I think it's okay, but it's kind of bland colors. The look, as far as the design, is a 6, and overall they get a 5.5. So not too bad on the Haas part. Now, Alfa Romeo. Now, of course, I think they're supposed to be coming with an actual livery. I'll say this camo thing is pretty interesting. You don't see that often. So it's just kind of adds that mystique look to it. It's kind of really hard to tell some of the design, honestly, because the camouflage works so well, like what they do when they test cars and so forth, which they're testing cars, okay. But I kind of like it. I kind of do. It's just, everything's new about F1 this year for 2022, and this is just completely radical as well. It's just everyone went with their whole schemes and everything, and they just said, yeah, this is what we got. So far as the livery, I gave them a 6.5, just for a little bit of different factor from what they had before, even if it's not going to stick. The look, I give a 6.5. That might go up and down once we can really see it more. And so overall, 6.5. Now on to Ferrari. My God, they gave me heart palpitations when I saw this car. This, just looking at it now, gets my blood pumping. I love the gills on the side. Of course, that's the big name for this year, the gills. I think the red and black is just, I wish you could see the numbers a little bit better in the back. I don't want them to be white, but I wish they were a little bigger. But other than that, I mean, the wing looks nice. I like the skinny profile. Just really screams Ferrari. Screams like just motorsport. I mean, oh my God, the air ducts. That is so different on so many cars. I'm loving the different takes on these cars this year. And Ferrari just has something really unique going on. So Ferrari got a 9 for the livery, got a 9 for the look, took a 9 overall. I think they just knocked it out of the park. I mean, there's always some little tweaks you could do, but hey, really great job, Ferrari. Hope they do even better on track. Now McLaren. I always said if I get a really nice sports car, mid-engine car, I want the papaya orange on my car. And I love that they went with it hard this year. The blue looks kind of nice with the black. I kind of feel like maybe some of the black on the floor should have been switched up with the blue so that you can see more of it. The car just kind of disappears after that blue swoosh. But I think they got some really good details in there. A lot of great design features, which I hope to see a lot more of as we get more and more video and pictures of the car. I really like it from a lot of different angles. And I really think that this car is one that's going to look much better out on track than it did in their initial launch. I felt like a lot of launches is pretty dark. It's hard to see and so forth. But we've seen some of it on track. Looks good so far. They get a 7.5 for the livery, 7.5 for the look, and that means a 7.5 overall. So McLaren doing McLaren things. Good job on them. Now, Williams. Last year's look was not really the greatest. I kind of like this. I think this is a car that is going to look better even on track. I really like that it has like a shiny blue to it. Really gloss look. The design actually looks pretty decent. I think they're actually trying some different things. Again, one of the teams that got a lot more time in the aero department and so forth. So hopefully that helps out. You can see them testing it some of there. I think they did a really good look. The color is not the best. I'm not a huge blue fan, but I like the blue they used. But I think it's definitely a step up. So some of these I also gave a little better score to for that as well. So they got a 6 on the livery, a 6.5 on the look, and a 6.25 overall. Big thumbs up to Williams for doing a much better job. Now let's just jump into Aston Martin. I think they were the first ones out of the gate to just knock it out of the park, just shut everybody's mouth up like, oh my God, this is what's happening for 22. Look at that side. Again, another one just off the charts. Aston Martin doing Aston Martin things. This car is beautiful inside and out, and I hope that they really take it up a notch this year on performance and are really higher up on that chart. This car with the lime green, oh my God, they just did it all the right places. I think the design, everything about it just really screams a very nice sports car. Obviously, this is an F1 car, but they got those just details of, you could tell where their heritage is from, what they're about. And you could see similar, just like Ferrari, 9 on the livery, 9 on the look, knocked it out of the park. But I did leave Ferrari just a slight notch above. I think they just get my heart pumping just a little bit more, but it's just neck and neck for sure. Now, okay, Alpine. The pink, we all know, but I will say with, with Force India that went to whatever, I can't think right now. They did the pink a little bit better than these forthcoming teams. Alpine is kind of like a 200-foot looker. Like from 200 feet away, I feel like on track it's going to look okay. This pink and this blue, and I know they're probably going to stick with the blue more. I think it's an I go back and forth between which one actually looks better, but I'm not a big fan of either. You know what I mean? And I just tried and I tried, but they got a 4.5 for the livery, a 5.5 for the look. I like some of the little gills that they got and stuff, and a few other little tidbits here. I wish they had some more time on track to see it more, but yeah, that's where they're at. Now, AlphaTauri, rounding it out here. I like their look, but it's also very basic. And I feel like they could have brought out a little bit more Honda, a little bit more that Japanese kind of heritage look to it. Maybe even incorporate a little bit more of the Italian, you know, which is part of the AlphaTauri thing too. It's just very kind of basic. It looks good, but it's an average look at the same time. You know what I mean? So I think some of the design features are okay. The wing, I know they're doing a little bit something different. I didn't really catch it too much, but when you look up close, it looks like it might do something. I don't know. But, you know, they get a 6.5 on the livery, 6 on the look, 6.25 overall. Now here we can see some of the side pod differences. I'm just going to round it out with some comparisons here. We got some with the major gills. Now Mercedes was trying the gills a little bit in the back and then shutting them off in testing and so forth. I kind of like that. I thought they would. I was surprised when I saw them with none at first. I'm like, wow. But then you saw them come out with it. The side pods from the front, you know, the air intakes, just the different takes on all of them are insane. So I really hope that you appreciate this video that I did. I didn't want to make it too long, but I wanted to give some of my thoughts on what the looks are and so forth. I can't wait for the first race. I can't wait for more content to be coming, and I will be bringing more content to you all out there. So subscribe to F1P1 Life. I appreciate your time. Be sure to check my other channel out, SK Lifestyle. Leave those comments down below. Hit that thumbs up button. Just smash it real quick for me, and I will see you all on the next video.